Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making yogurt parfait, but we're going to start first with the granola. Let me show you exactly how I made this one. So this is the oats that I'll be using for the granola. This is the jumbo oat. We'll also be needing some dry fruits and nuts. This one's this particular pack contains almonds, mixed fruits, coconut flakes, which I got from this pack. Um, Also cashew nuts, which I got from this tiny pack. It's also in this mixed one, and then this is mixed fruit for baking, which I got from this pack. Okay, so you can use whatever. That's honey. This is nutmeg, and this is cinnamon. Okay, you can decide to use whatever kind of nuts and dried fruits that you prefer or that you can get your hands on. Okay, so I'm measuring out my oats now. In all, I used 5 cups of oats for this. Okay, and you can use any kind of oats you like. Just parfaits are usually made with these jumbo oats, so that's what I'm using here. Alright, next I'm adding in my cinnamon. The measurement will be in the description box below. Okay, I'm adding in nutmeg next, and then I'm adding in my salt. Alright, next I'm adding in oil. You can use whatever healthy oil you have, like coconut oil and the others. You can decide whichever one you want to use. You can use vegetable oil, it will still work. Okay, and then I'm adding in oil, honey next. This is my honey. Okay, after that I'm going to mix this together thoroughly. So for this process, you need to take your time to mix it in very well, because you want each of the grain to be coated with all the ingredients that has been added into this. Okay, so take your time and then mix properly. Okay, so after mixing it properly, you need to pour it into your pan on low heat. Okay, preheat your pan and then add it into your pan, and then you need to constantly stir it, okay, so it doesn't burn. Remember, this should be done on really low heat. Okay, on low heat, and then you stir continuously. You can't leave it for even a minute because it's going to burn. All right, so if your heat is on low, you need to do this for about 15 minutes. Okay, you do only the oats for about 10 minutes, after which you add in the nuts and the fruits, and then you do that for 5 more minutes. Okay, but if you have an oven and you want to bake this, you can put it on your tray, spread it on your tray, and then bake in your oven. But I'm using my pot for this process because to me it's faster. So you want to stir continuously for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so after 10 minutes I'm adding the dried fruits. Okay, the fruits here consist of almonds, coconut flakes, cashew nuts, walnuts, and mixed fruits. Okay, so you can add as much or as little as you want, but make sure that they are clean and fresh. Okay, so you want to stir this for the next 5 minutes until the fruits are properly heated up. Okay, so this is just about done. I'm going to just spread it out in a tray to cool off. Okay, you want to spread it on a wide tray so that it can get cold before you store it in a jar. All right, so this is where I spread mine, and I just let it get cold before I stored it. Okay, next we're going to make the parfait, sorry, the yogurt before the parfait. This is what it's going to look like. So let's make the yogurt. Okay, in my bowl I'm going to add in 3 cups of milk. Okay, I used Kerrygold powdered milk for this one, but you can use whatever kind of powdered milk you like. Just you need to use top quality milk. Okay, the quality of the milk will determine the overall taste of your yogurt. Okay, that's why I opted for Kerrygold because it's really nice. Okay, and make sure your milk is full cream milk, full cream. Okay, to give you the best overall result. All right, so after adding my 3 cups of milk, I'm going to be adding in 2 cups of cold water, of room temperature water. Okay, 2 cups of room temperature water, and then I'm going to stir this until there's no more lumps left. Okay, so you want to stir this very well. You don't want to have any more lumps anywhere. So next I'm adding in 2 cups of very hot water. 2 cups of very hot water, and then you stir that very well. Make sure there are no lumps anywhere. Okay, next, there's something about yogurt. You need yogurt to make yogurt. Okay, so I'm using this particular brand for my starter. It's called starter. So whatever kind of yogurt you're using, you want to make sure that among the ingredients listed behind the pack, you must see active culture there. Active culture, it must be included in the ingredients. Then you can use it for your yogurt. So for these 3 cups of milk, I used 3 tablespoons of this yogurt. Okay, 3 tablespoons of this yogurt, or and if you're using any other brand that has active culture, it's still the same quantity you're going to add, and you mix it properly. Okay, so after that, I poured it into this mini bucket. Okay, you need a storage container that has the tight fit cover. Okay, so you need a container with a tight cover. All right, and then you're required also to tie it in a cellophane bag. Okay, we're trying here to trap the heat in. Okay, so I'm going to tie this in a cellophane, and I'm also going to wrap it in a towel or a blanket or duvet. So what we're trying to do here is to keep it as warm as possible for the next few hours. So I made this one, I think this was 11 p.m. in the night, and I left it till 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, but you can leave it for just 8 hours. 8 hours is enough. So this was after 8 hours. Okay, so I'm unwrapping this. I actually left it in a warm room, not just on the counter. I kept it in a room with the windows locked. Okay, so you want to keep it as warm as possible. So that was what I did here, and this is after 8 hours. So at this point I was praying to God that the yogurt had formed, and yes, it did form. Okay, as you can see, it's no longer liquid, it's firmed up. Okay, at this point I was really really happy and excited. Okay, and it felt just a bit warm, just still a bit warm. Okay, so look at how thick our yogurt is. Okay, look at how beautiful it is. Very very beautiful. Okay, and so I turned it back into the bowl so that I can mix it properly and sweeten it. Okay, so in as much as it's this thick, when I mix it for some time, it's still going to become liquid again, but not just thick enough. Okay, just enough, thick enough to pour. That was the consistency I was looking for. I didn't want the overly thick one. I wanted just this one that you can scoop with your spoon. Okay, so I mixed it for some time to loosen it up, and this is what we have. Very beautiful, and it was really really delicious. Okay, so I sweetened it with 1/4 cup of sugar, um and then a few drops of banana flavor. Okay, but for your sugar, don't take my word for it, just add little at a time when you're making yours, okay, to be sure that you have the exact taste you're going for. All right, 1/4 worked for me. You might need less for yours or more. Okay, so just add little at a time and then taste as you go. Okay, so this was what I got. Mine was really really good because of the quality of milk I used, and the process was just carefully done. Okay, so I turned it into this bottle so that I can refrigerate it, and also so that it will be easier for me to pour into the cups when I'm ready to serve. Okay, so I poured it into this bottle. You can see what we have here. It was easy for me to pour. All right, so I chilled that until the next day of the party when I needed to serve them, and then I just poured it into the cups as you can see me doing here. So after that, I scooped in the granola. And by the way, the recipe for all of this on the table will be on my YouTube channel as well, so you can do well to watch those if you haven't seen them. So this is what we have at the end of our, you know, parfait class. And thank you so much guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you.